Mother Earth Rock, an earthy podcast celebrating our common ground, planet Earth. From the loose top layer of the Earth's surface, consisting of rocks, minerals, and decomposed plant material, to the water and the trees and the butterflies and the bees and the human race. We celebrate a new day right here. You're tuned in to Mother Earth Rock.
How lovely. Doesn't it just make you want to get lost somewhere? Just close your eyes and
Breathe in. Breathe out.
turquoise water, white sand. Where are you, Ebony? Where are you doing yoga at right now?
I'm going to be honest with you. Wishing I was in Jamaica, but I'm right here at Mother Earth Rock Podcast. You're tuned in.
Back to life.
Back to reality. You know what? I'm feeling good about this podcast. I'm going to tell you right now, you guys, you hear a second voice on, and that is a special guest. She's come on today and jumped right in, and I mean, started speaking, and she just I hope she feel at home, because she most definitely is bringing a good vibration, and she's already started a topic for us. We didn't have a topic in mind, nothing prepared, but she got us going. None other than artist. I mean, just very talented woman, very caring person, and also I like her because she drinks herbal teas. We have none other than S. Jay.
Thank you.
Feel the love. Feel the claps. Thank you for getting us an episode kicked off, a thing.
Well, thank you for that very warm welcome, warm intro.
I hope you don't say nothing crazy later on, but I already feel that I want you on here again. And so today, this is maybe what her purpose is. And she's fulfilling it, so we go enjoy this. So glad you're tuned in. MOWE, birds flying high. I fly high. Oh, what a wonderful day! What a wonderful feel! And it is. It's a new day. It's a new dawn, and it's a new life for me. This is the first episode of our podcast, Mother Earth Rock, and it is 3 months for me. I'm also celebrating just abstaining from hard liquor. Taking a break, dropping a vodka for a minute, and Mother Earth rocking it for a minute. But it is a good thing. So this show had its purpose and its meaning. For me to really get it going, I had to take a break. I had to say, I had to just stop drinking for a minute. Money, energy, attitude, all that. Everything has a purpose. Have you ever asked yourself, why am I here on planet Earth?
A lot of times.
And I want to remind you where you are. You're sitting in the universe, on the earth, which is spinning counterclockwise 1,000 miles per hour in the universe. And you can stand up and drink a cup of water without being turned upside down. What I'm trying to say is, this is a wonderful, this is a wonderful place. Why are you here? Have you ever maybe felt like you wanted to slap the shit out of somebody? No, I mean, no, just
just a swift backhand.
Yeah. I mean, even if just 2 fingers. No,
Sometimes
at least 4.
people need a whole hand.
You dang all right about that. You're right.
Sometimes both sides, just flush the cheeks a little bit. Just flush them up a little bit.
Now, we didn't say we slapped the shit out of
We didn't execute.
Right.
It's all part of the human experience.
Flight lights, different city every night. And to be honest, I never thought that we lived this life. Coming up off the pages of YouTube now. Everybody seems to worry what we do, yeah. It's kind of crazy, but anything's possible. Started off with nothing, still we overcame all the obstacles.
We're celebrating our common ground right here, you guys. That's planet Earth. You got to love it. We're going to stand up for what we stand on. That's Mother Earth, right? Got to love it. You know, real quick, I want to just stop and give a shout out because my episode today really is about purpose, and I want to give a shout out to Kroger Grocery Market. Big ups to Kroger. They vegan, vegetarian friendly, have a great selection of just good whole foods. They're 24/7. Keep the bathrooms clean. Most of the stores are, kept up and kept clean because, see, that was the time I lived in my car and I would park in Kroger's parking lot. One time, it was about 2 or 3 of us living in my car and shit. We were parking Kroger, but they kept the bathroom so clean. And we will shop. I would shop there. I always shop at Kroger. So we all use each other. Hey y'all, we are celebrating our purpose, and that's Kroger purpose. They if you need somewhere to park, you're passing through life, you have nowhere to stay. Kroger parking lot is open up to you, and their bathrooms are clean. Be sure to shop there. Get you something off the shelf for 99 cents. We're tuned in. Spirit Soldier Records. Peace and blessings. More to come. What is purpose to you?
It's I don't think that your purpose is a monolithic tale. It's not a monolithic experience. I think that it could be a number of different things, but I think that first you have to kind of like simplify it just so that you can kind of like wrap your mind around it and find like a starting place. And for me, when it came to tapping into my purpose, I kind of went to like a dark place. And what helped me to find my purpose was realizing the things that really hurt me. Like I had to sit down and ask myself, like, okay, what is it that really troubles you? Because I don't think you can really find yourself until you start to sort of unravel those deep-rooted issues that you've had in your life. I just kind of had to figure out for myself a lot of things that sort of stem from relationships with my parents or, things that I experienced in my childhood. And, I think just going and sort of unraveling all of those things that I had left unsettled for so long, things that ended up transpiring over into my adult years, with my relationships, like it follows you. So I think just sort of dealing with the things that hurt you ultimately help you to find your purpose, because then you find that story that's very unique to you, and it allows you to connect with people on a human level, on an emotional level.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you still going through that? Or has there been a breakthrough or some type of understanding?
There have been many little breakthroughs. Like I said, it's not just like a one fix thing. Like, you just go through one situation like, oh, everything is fixed. It's a process. So you go through different areas. Just growing up, and just for example, like growing up in a single parent household. Having a mother who was raising not only myself, but, 2 other children, dealing with that in addition to not having the other parent, not having a father in my life. So I had all of these, unsettled father issues, issues of neglect, that I told myself that I'm not going to let that bother me. I'm not going to carry that with me through life. I'm going to try my best not to even be upset with him, and just not even to think of, just kind of be numb to it all, without realizing that as I got older, those same issues that I tried so hard not to confront had kind of like seeped back to the surface in my relationships.
They've been suppressed.
And so
not dealt with.
Right.
Just, I mean, was there a male figure in your life growing up?
There were some that were consistent for short periods of time, but there wasn't one that I can call right now and I can say that person is like always, no, I haven't had that.
And this affected so many other things in your life that you thought had nothing to do with this, but it does affect and have an impact on other relationships.
It did, but I didn't know it.
Sometimes positive,
at the time.
Hold on, real quick. That's a breakthrough. I want to give it up for her just really recognizing it. You know what I mean? Just really recognizing, okay, that was the issue. That was a problem. That was a good thing. That was a bad thing. Whatever, however she defines it in her life, that's what you want to do most definitely. Recognize and come to terms with it. We're going to give it up. We got to celebrate when we celebrate.
Yeah, because you don't realize that it's a pattern. You always end up asking yourself,
you got to break that pattern.
Why do I see this consistent pattern of just the wrong partner, and not even saying that you're picking someone and this person is just terrible, they just treat you terrible. Sometimes it could just be that you don't connect, on a romantic level. Sometimes two people just aren't meant to be, and it doesn't necessarily mean there's like a bad energy there. That person, makes you unhappy. It's just something that is lacking there, that is missing there. And it's something that's been missing your whole life. And, like I said, it always kind of goes back to those unsettled things in your childhood, those things that you were lacking in your childhood, and then
we're trying to fulfill things that hadn't been healed, answered from your childhood relationship with your father. You were looking for that in your significant others. Have you had the opportunity to ask him any questions that you desired to ask him?
On the few occasions where we've spoken, we didn't come to any resolve. But sometimes you just have to figure out your own way to heal from a situation so that you can move on in life. All right, so I began to sit back and I thought about the relationship, or I guess a lack of a relationship over the years, and I had to ask myself, well, why do I think this has played out the way that it has? And I don't know much about him. I've been told, the thing about it is, like, I haven't been told even much from my own mother about him, which I don't necessarily judge her for that. She hasn't spoken bad about him, but, there hasn't been a whole lot that has been said. So I don't really have, much of an idea about him as a person.
Any phone calls, any letters, emails?
There's been, many ways. I keep in touch with other members from that side of my family, so they have my contact information. So it would have been very easy if he was interested. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to sell it.
We ain't gonna sell it. We gonna celebrate it, finding peace within the situation, and peace within, and healing and moving on.
And that kind of goes back to how I've come to deal, with the way that I've handled it. What I've told myself is that, I don't know him. I don't know what the situation is. But sometimes people push themselves away because they know that maybe they can't rise to the occasion. Maybe they're not good enough for you. Maybe they don't really serve a purpose in your life. Or sometimes you're better off, not being in their life. I know that, in my own life, there have been people that I've had to kind of like back away from, because I came to the realization that you're in a place that isn't where I am, and I've realized that it's better for you to not be around me at this time. I've come to that conclusion about other people, and I just, thinking about that and then thinking about him, I would just hope that I don't know what the reason is, but that is what I tell myself to have peace at the end of the day. Like, okay, maybe he realized that it was for the best. You
found peace within, peace for the situation, peace, please, peace, let it be. And that was the resolve. Just outstanding job to you for your breakthrough. Keep up the good work.
It's been one hell of a year. It's been one hell of a year, but I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling fantastic. And it's quite an experience to go through, and it's so great when you have that first breakthrough. And then you have a story to tell, and being able to have a story to tell, that's the way that you connect with people. And there's just so many people out here.
Hey. All right. More with SJ and her unconventional ways, meanings, reasons that has defined purpose in her life. Boy, after this, you're in the bliss. Bitter herbs to heal the nation. And God said, I've given you every herb of the field, and to you it shall be for me. To you guys, these cold winter days, be sure to drink you a nice cup of herbal tea, peppermint, mullein, golden seal, cinnamon, and there's so many out there, sage, dandelion, eucalyptus. Be blessed. SJ's in the building. Do you have a favorite herbal tea?
Right now, I've been drinking echinacea for the last couple of days because I was a little sick, a little under the weather.
Yes.
So yeah, some echinacea. I didn't have any lemon, unfortunately, but I had some honey. So a tablespoon of honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds real delicious.
Yeah. It helped me to shake back,
Right, right.
I was down for a little, but I shook back. So I feel better.
So we've gone through the discovery stage. We've gone through the acceptance stage. We've gone through the healing and recovery stage. And you are where you are now with more purpose and more life. Tell us more.
In connection to my childhood story, so that I can bridge the gap a little bit, I've always had a way with words and speaking with people. And I've found that people, for some reason, have always been very comfortable speaking with me and telling me things about themselves and asking for my advice. And I've always wondered, like, why me? Like, why my advice? I don't think I'm perfect. I don't think I give the best advice, but for some reason, people connect with me on an emotional level and they love to speak with me. And I started thinking about the fact that I have to be careful with how I use my words, being mindful of how I use my words because of the fact that I speak to people. Sometimes I give counsel to people and people give counsel to me. It works both ways, but that's one of my strengths. I found that to be one of my strengths. And I found that being able to connect with people is being able to have a story that they can relate to. When one can relate to you, it allows you to be able to open up to one another in a way where there's no facade, there's no holding back. You know that it's genuine. Real, as they say, real recognizes real. So being able to tell someone about a way that I've healed over something that a lot of people aren't able to heal from, in a way that they may not have thought about because you spend so much time when you grow up without a parent, you spend a lot of time harboring a lot of anger and a lot of resentment, and I found a way to work through it, not try to put it to the side, not try to ignore it, not try to pretend, because I spent a lot of years pretending like it wasn't an issue, thinking that it wasn't hurting me, but it was. And I found my strength being able to find peace within it in my own way with, however crazy it may sound, and within my own time.
It's all right. Take your time.
And just being able to help someone with that. And even just...
Let me get some Kleenex. Short break. And we have returned to the studio to move forward with SJ. She's discovering her breakthrough with strength. Tell us more.
I found my strength by digging through the thing that really, really scares me. So I try to confront a lot of those things that scare me. Let me just say this. Sometimes your passion and your purpose aren't necessarily in alignment with one another. Your purpose may, in fact, be something you're not initially you're not passionate about. It may, in fact, be that one thing that you've been unable to confront because of how much it scares you.
Yeah.
Like it's unconventional, but it's an idea.
We're going to roll with it.
Okay, so let me ask you: do you have an
Okay,
unconventional?
ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Now you hosting Mother Earth?
No, but I just
No, I'm
wondering.
teasing with you. No, what's your
Do you
question?
have an unconventional method of accessing your purpose, or did you find an unconventional method?
I look back and I see some unconventional ways that I may have taken to satisfy something that I was destined
Mm-hmm.
to do or that I wanted to do, however you want to, look at it. Let's just say it. I'm gonna take is this one real quick, for example. Me doing what I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
right now. Um, I'm celebrating, as I mentioned earlier on the show, 3 months, no hard liquor. That's right, abstaining from hard
Congratulations.
liquor. Thank you. That's right, and drop the vodka for a minute. Just taking a
Mm-hmm.
break, let my liver rejuvenate itself. But so I did that, and that helped me to. I said, Ebony, you need to get this podcast going. I said, Ebony, do it. So I had to
Yeah.
look to myself, and for me to do that, I said, you
Right.
know what? It's some things about me I had to make a
Mm-hmm.
change on. Let's stop drinking. It was costing me
Mm-hmm.
money. It was costing me time, and it was costing me
Mm-hmm.
attitude. You understand what I'm saying? So that was something that I did to help fulfill this purpose, bringing forth this podcast. Another thing was me actually founding a band back in oh shit, my bad, you guys. Got that old ancestors that came through my
You're
ass.
telling on yourself now. All these compliments you get for looking so much younger, so much younger than your actual age.
Oops.
Oops.
I done it again. Being in front of the band and on the mic helped me to prepare for this
Mm-hmm.
position that I'm in now. Being an advocate about for the herbs of the field, being an advocate for nature and Mother Earth. You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So those were some very unconventional ways that I went about to help get to right here where I am right
Right.
now. Let's celebrate our common ground, and that's planet Earth.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm sorry. I know you don't want to ask me another damn question.
No, I can appreciate that.
Once you're able to grow through it, you look back, you're amazed at how you maneuver through to fulfill a goal that you set for yourself.
Yeah. Right. And we live in a golden age right now where it's just so easy with a camera, with a microphone. You're able to do so many different things, and the internet and social media gives you so many different platforms to
Right,
showcase your
right.
abilities and to make money.
Let's
Your
make
money. Tell
money.
yourself, I'm out here making money, and do something.
Yes,
It's possible.
absolutely, absolutely. Prosperity is in the air.
Right. But you have to be doing something that is of service to others. What you're promoting,
I
it
love
has to
that.
help other
I
people.
love that. I love that. A purpose with
Don't You
a
can't be out here
a
selling people
purpose with a
BS.
purpose. Right,
Right.
right. So all things that we do, it
Hmm.
affects other people. So you're right.
Right.
You want it to affect them in a positive, in a productive manner. I love that. I love that what you said. Make sure that it's a service to other people. I
Right.
love that. And the most powerful thing is really going to be getting to know yourself to get to where you're going to fulfill that purpose. That purpose is a goal. Celebrating our common ground, planet Earth. I love you, love yourself. I love you, loving you. Be blessed. I'm Ebony Rose. Thank you, SJ.
Thank you.
Final thoughts?
Be blessed, man. Be blessed. And stay epically curious about life.
And peace be unto you. Thank you for stopping by the studios. Thank you all for tuning in. Until the next celebration, peace, please.